Walking Dead video for today. We're going to be doing another Q&A video for The Walking Dead leading up to the return for the second half of The Walking Dead Season 10. Of course, this will be the last video of 2019, so I want to talk about the end of the year. Tomorrow, of course, we'll be doing a channel update video and stuff like that, but for today, wanted to do this Q&A video, of course, on Tuesday, starting with the question, will they actually ever kill off Negan in the television series version?
We silence the whispers.
Okay guys, so this is going to be doing another Walking Dead Q&A video leading up to The Walking Dead Season 10, well, of course, The Walking Dead Season 10 second half, but also, today is New Year's Eve, and of course, I want to do one last video for the year, so, I did a year review, so I'm not really going to reminisce too much on the year, but just, for the beginning of the video, before we get into your guys' Q&A questions for the rest of the video, I really just want to talk about the end of 2019 real quick, and, I think we had a great year. I think it was a really awesome year. We did a lot. We had, of course, Game of Thrones, Season 8, The Walking Dead comics, ending and stuff. Fear the Walking Dead, Season 5, The Walking Dead, first half of Season 9, and, second half of Season 9, and the first half of Season 10, which I thought was really, really great as well. And, I'm looking forward to, what's to come for 2020. I think we got a lot of awesome stuff coming. Walking Dead, of course, will be the first thing, which, I can't wait to get back into the Walking Dead reviews, and stuff like that. That's going to be a lot of fun when Walking Dead returns. We're going to have a lot of fun doing that and stuff like that, just like the first half, but, honestly, I've been reviewing Walking Dead for years, so every time it returns, I'm just always, so hyped, and maybe that's the thing. I don't know if my hype for Walking Dead would be as hyped if it wasn't for the channel. If it wasn't for the channel, I don't know how high up my hype would be for Walking Dead, but I'm just so excited to get back into reviewing Walking Dead again. So that'll be at the end of February, but of course, until then, I have 2 top 10 videos in the works right now. For The Walking Dead that I'll be posting probably the next couple days in 2020, and I do have the top 10 worst characters list as well. That video is coming along as well, so I got a lot of videos coming up for the beginning of the year, and as well I want to talk about the first season of The Witcher. I want to talk about The Plague, because we're going to be getting, of course, a opening minutes for the first episode of Season 4 pretty soon as well, on Freak78 did say, so just a lot of stuff coming up, and really excited for it. But let's get into your guys' Q&A questions for today. I wanted to definitely talk about, your guys' Q&A questions. You guys left some for today's Walking Dead Q&A, and if you guys want to see another one on Friday, leave some Q&A questions. If not, then maybe we'll, we'll just kind of maybe skip a week or something like that, because I know that today is Tuesday, and I don't usually do them on Tuesdays. I don't know if I'll continue doing them on Tuesdays and Fridays. Fridays is a guarantee. Tuesdays, it just depends. That's really what it's going to come down to. Fridays, there's always going to be a Walking Dead Q&A. Tuesdays, every so often on Tuesdays, and not every Tuesday will be a Walking Dead Q&A. Maybe every other Tuesday I'll do another Walking Dead Q&A or something like that. It just depends. But I'm trying Tuesdays as well and kind of seeing how that goes. But yeah, anyway, so let's get started with you guys' Walking Dead Q&A questions for today. First question for today's Q&A comes from Negan's Mayo Sandwiches, which I love that name, and he said, do you think, this is really the big question for this video, do you think that Negan will survive until the end of the Walking Dead series like in the comics? So, will Negan survive till the end of the Walking Dead television series? So we know that Season 12 could be that, and if so, will he survive until Season 12 ends? I'm gonna say right now, honestly, no. And I know maybe for some people, you might be like, really? But I don't know why. I see it happening. Season 11, I don't know why. I see that number for some reason, and something just tells me. I don't know what it is. I really just don't know what it is. But I feel like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I feel like it's not even going to be his decision. I feel like they're just going to choose to kill Negan. I could be wrong about that. I could definitely be wrong about that. And I really hope I am, because he's one of my favorites. But I just don't see Negan in a very safe, position right now in The Walking Dead. They're trying to redeem his character, and, they're having him do the whole whisper thing and stuff. But after a while, I just don't know if they're going to have any more ideas, to what to do with Negan. So, for me right now, I'm just thinking to myself right now, I think they're going to kill him, to be honest, before the show is done. And how they're going to do it, I don't know. I mean, maybe they could have it be somebody I don't know, maybe they even could have Beta kill him, but I don't know. That one I think is less likely. I think that I think somebody will kill him at some point. I don't know who it would be, but I just don't know about Negan surviving. Maybe he could even die in a huge hurt or something with Lucille, and there's just too many around him or something, and maybe they all see him die or something. Like, so, I don't know. I see something happening with Negan, and I'm not really sure why I do. I see it, and I know you guys are like, wow, really? But, I don't know. I just don't see him surviving until the end of season 12. I just don't see that right now. If so, great. But, I just don't see that right now. I see Norman Reedus and, Melissa McBride probably surviving until the end of The Walking Dead. But probably not Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I just really don't know why right now. I just don't see it happening. But I hope I'm wrong, because honestly, Negan is one of my favorite characters in the show right now. So, anyway, guys, yeah, really, really cool question, though, Negan's mayo sandwiches. Next question comes from Eastside Badger, who says, do you think I think Gimple is trying to connect the three shows of The Walking Dead right now. Do you think that the World Beyond series should have been about the CRM instead of the teenagers? So, yes, absolutely. And I kind of was talking about this on the Brian Archim's live stream last night, is that, you probably should just have something, the teenagers, I was just talking about, I remember, in the stream or whatever, I was talking about how I think that it's not the best idea to go with that idea, because after a few episodes, I feel like it would just get boring, because you have the teenagers who, yeah, they're probably going to be okay. I don't even know if they're going to really get that much of a, that much attention. I don't think fans are really going to care about the characters as much as they do about maybe even some of the Fear characters, but I don't know why. I'm seeing right now, they're gonna go out there in the world and the CRM, maybe they'll go after them or something like that, but after a few episodes, I think they're just gonna have them, like, wandering around the zombie apocalypse world, and we're just gonna be following them, and that's gonna be all there is to it, and I really don't want that. Like, I think that's just, I think that's the dumbest idea for a series. I'm sorry, but, they should have done it on how the CRM was created, like on the very day one. Call the pilot of World Beyond day one. The pilot of World Beyond, call it day one, and actually just call it CRM for your series as well. And start it day one. That's the name of your pilot, and you explore how they created this safe environment of 10,000 people and this and that, and you just explain. I think, yeah. Anyway, you just explain how many people there were, and how you got all these people to kind of join your community, how the CRM was created, and why they're, bringing people in on helicopters and stuff. Just explain some of that. I think people would be very interested in seeing that. And even though maybe you don't see Rick, give us some Easter eggs. People would watch that show. People will not watch, unless that's what they want to do with the movies, but, most of the movie, we're just going to be spending time with Rick probably exploring the CRM in his timeline. So, I really don't understand why they didn't just do that instead of having these teenagers who are in the CRM, and who knows what they're going to do with it. Right now, for Eastside Badger, I think the teenagers, leading a series idea really is just a lame, direction to take it, and I don't think they should have done it. I really don't. I still think that maybe they should have done something else, or just don't do another series at all. Like, honestly, just leave it to Walking Dead. Maybe have Walking Dead continue longer, and Fear the Walking Dead, and improve that a little bit. Even though the Fear is already sinking in the ship. The Fear is a ship that has been sinking for seasons now. But honestly, keep the two shows, Fear the Walking Dead, keep it for now and make it better. If not, then just cancel it. And keep the original Walking Dead, because the original Walking Dead is still doing fine in my opinion. And just do those and the movies, and just keep it at that. Like, honestly, you don't need this other teenager series. Of course, I'll watch it and I'll review it because it's Walking Dead, but if I notice after the first season, or maybe going into the second season the next year, that the show is really not getting my interest too much, then I probably won't review every episode of World Beyond. It just depends. I'll probably always, no matter what happens in the first season, review every episode of World Beyond Season 1, but if I notice around Season 2 of World Beyond that I'm really bored and I'm not liking it, I'll let you guys know, and I'll be like, okay, like, in 2021, wow, that would be when Season 2 would air of World Beyond, if it even gets that, because we don't know if it's going to get that either. Then, Yeah, but, yeah, for right now, I know I went on pretty long with your question, Eastside Badger, but honestly, I really don't like the idea of the teenagers leading the World Beyond series. I think it's a really, really dumb idea, and they just shouldn't have, simply they shouldn't have done it, you know, but it's too late now, they've already filmed it. So, and have they filmed all of Season 1? That's my question as well, to everybody, if anybody knows that, you know, I haven't heard any filming news on World Beyond. I barely even knew they were this far ahead in filming, you know, so anyway, I don't know, but, anyway, cool stuff. So, thank you very much for the question, Eastside Badger. Next question comes from Brian Archim, who says, would you like to see Laura become a main character at some point? So, for Brian Archim, yeah, sure, because honestly, I think that Laura is, you know, she's a good character. I mean, I don't dislike her. I didn't like her much in Season 7, but I like her now. I like what they're doing with her character, and, yeah, give her more time in the series. You know, eventually we're gonna have to get that. Like Diane, I was talking about her a little bit too there. Like, you know, some of these background characters, because a lot of the forefront ones are leaving, you might want to bring some of these other characters, you know, in the forefront. Like, you know, Laura's definitely a good one, or Diane, or, you know, maybe give Jerry more time, you know, if he survives, because I know a lot of people think he's going to be killed off. I kind of do too as well. But, you know, I don't know. I think right now that, you know, I think they're going to have to bring a lot of the other characters, you know, up front, but they're kind of already doing that. Like, Eugene is getting way more time, you know, than he ever probably was, because, you know, they need those characters, you know, to come at the forefront a bit more. Gabriel getting more time. Well, no, Gabriel wasn't in that many episodes in the first half, so I take that back. But, you know, you get what I mean? Like, other characters are kind of more important now than they used to be. Like, Gabriel and Eugene and Rosita and some of them, they're way more important now than they were before, because there's not as many characters in the show right now as there were a few seasons ago. So, you know, there is that. But again, you would expect that, you know, on your 10th season in a zombie apocalypse, you know, show, to have not as many characters as, you know, in your, like, 4th or 5th season or something, you know? So, yeah, but anyway, yeah, I think right now Laura should be a character that maybe should get more time, but a lot of other ones too, you know, I think so as well. So, yeah, thank you very much for the question, Brian. And the final question for today's Q&A, and I guess the final question of the year, comes from Brian Archim, who says, do you think in the future we could ever see Herschel Jr. kill Negan, and whether or not the fans would, you know, argue about it being justified or not? So, I'm guessing for Brian Archim, you mean if, like, the comic was continuing, like, if the series continued and Herschel Jr. killed Negan. I don't know if you mean that, or if you mean if we actually eventually see that in the TV series. So I'll answer both real quick. If it's in the comics going on ahead and that type of deal, yeah, I do, because I've always thought in the comics that they would have eventually killed Negan. So, yeah, I'm kind of surprised he made it till the end, really. So, you know, I mean, he wasn't in a good few issues there near the end, but still, they should have had Negan have like one last good scene or something before the comics ended. That was my only gripe with the last issue, but it was pretty much perfect aside from that. But, yeah, but if you mean the comics, which they should have continued, but if you mean the comics, yeah, I think Herschel Jr. would have, he would have tried, I think is the one thing I would say. He would have tried. I don't think Negan would have let him, to be honest, at this point. I think he would have tried, and he would have failed, and it would have been pathetic, if you ask me. I just didn't like Herschel Jr., man, after the time skip in the comics in that last issue. I hated him. Like, honestly, I could not stand him, you know. Hopefully he's not that bad in the TV show if they do that major time skip eventually in a few years, if they do that, like, 20-year time skip. Do you guys imagine that 20-year time skip in The Walking Dead, like, seeing Daryl with, like, an old gray beard or something, and just, like, Carol just, like, an old lady or something, and then you got, like, I don't know, like, well, not Michonne, unfortunately, but, you know, Maggie or something, Lauren Cohen, they make her look way older and this and that. Oh my god, that would be insane. I honestly kind of want to see that, though, for the series finale. Like, if The Walking Dead ends season 12, maybe they should have the series finale be like how it was in the comics, you know? It'd be pretty cool, you know? So, I still don't know what they were going to do. Whatever The Walking Dead ends, so I still don't know what they're going to do for a series finale at this point. I'm really clueless on that. Maybe end it with Judith or something, but, you know, detail-wise, I'm really not sure. But, if you mean for the TV series, if, you know, when Maggie comes back, and if Herschel Jr., you know, once he gets old enough, maybe wants to kill Negan, you know, and will he succeed and that type of deal? No, I don't think so either. I just don't think that that will be the way Negan goes. I just don't see that happening right now. But I mean, it could. I don't know. Lauren Cohen's returning, so who knows what they're going to do with Herschel Jr. He's like 8 now, right? You know, when he would return. 8 or 9 years old. Something like that. I don't know. So, anyway, guys, write your comments in the comment section below. This was a very awesome Q&A video. I will be doing more Walking Dead Q&A videos coming up in 2020. So, of course, stay tuned for that. And, of course, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that participated in this Walking Dead video, this Walking Dead Q&A video as well. And of course, if you guys, are interested in seeing any other Walking Dead channels, Brian Archim is a good one. He did a Walking Dead live stream last night as well, so I want to give him a shout. I know I give him shout outs all the time, but honestly, I just want to kind of mention him again because honestly, he has a really awesome Walking Dead channel and stuff like that. So want to definitely give him a little bit of credit as well in this video, especially he participated in this as well. So yeah, anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below, and a happy New Year, guys, to everybody in the Dan's Reviews family. I want to say a huge happy New Year to everybody. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And of course, I will catch you guys tomorrow for another Walking Dead video. I'm going to change out these calendars to January, of course. I got a Walking Dead calendar, Stranger Things. I got another mini Walking Dead calendar like that, so I'm going to switch all this out tomorrow. You guys will see that. And yeah, I'm also the new Dan's Reviews logo as well. I'm gonna actually put that somewhere here in the background as well, and I might add a few more things as well, kind of going forward for the background of the videos and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, write your comments in the comment section below, and of course, like I said, one last Happy New Year to everybody, and I'll catch you guys really soon for some more Walking Dead videos in 2020. Have a good day, guys, and peace out.